And I'm telling you boys, do not get discouraged because we are going to catch the winning marlin, and you boys are in for the ride of your life. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
What's up, dudes and dudettes on YouTube? So today we're doing a movie review of the Christian movie Blue Miracle, which is basically a movie about fish and water and orphans. This is another one of those movies that Netflix has put out. It's been surprising seeing Netflix make Christian movies. It's like, I want to hate it because it's Netflix, but I'm not gonna lie, these Netflix Christian movies have been shockingly good. Seriously though, Netflix, take cuties off of your platform and maybe I'll clap for you. Alright, so first of all, everybody meet Papa Omar. He's the main protagonist of the movie Blue Miracle, which honestly, the title sounds like it should be an addition to the Smurf franchise, but I don't think Papa Omar is a Smurf. At least the movie doesn't talk about it. Papa Omar runs an orphanage in Mexico designed to help young men get off the streets and stay out of crime, stay out of trouble, provide housing and food for them. Él es un buen hombre. Oh, look at me. Oh.
I never seen you handling notes anywhere.
Do you want the nail or not?
Whoa, calm down, Papa Omar. No need to threaten your kids with nails. I'm just kidding. Honestly though, this one of the best parts of this film is seeing the spirit of family and community around these people who come together like a family. It's so heartwarming. It just makes me want to cry inside or outside or just anywhere. And it's so great seeing such a wide variety of characters and cast, many of which just seem perfectly suited for the role. Like, for example, you've got Wiki. He's like the smart brainy kid who just knows a lot of stuff. Then you have Gecko, who's like the kid with glasses. He's kind of, picks fights. And then there's Hollywood, one with long curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. And then there's Tweety, who's like the coolest, sweetest kid I've ever seen in my life. And then along the way, they run into this kid, Moco, which apparently in Spanish means boogers. I'm just kidding. I wasn't picking my nose. At least I probably wasn't. Instantly, you feel pulled into these characters and you like them so much. They're just so likable. But there's a problem. There's a catch. There's always a catch. When there's a movie, there's always a catch. Yo, this is a fish movie. And this movie's catch is that Papa Omar and the orphanage owes $117,000 to the bank. Like, I don't even know how that happens.
Tell them to bring me my money.
But they're deep in debt, and the bank is breathing down their neck, and I promise you, their breath doesn't smell good either. And so we are already introduced to the dilemma. The miracle comes in a very, very unexpected form, the form of crusty old sailor Captain Wade.
First, I want to apologize if my friendly demeanor gave any of you the impression that I like you or that I'm happy to be here with you. I don't, and I'm not.
Likeable guy, right? Look at this guy's boat, like in this fleet. You can tell this dude knows what's up. Yeah. So he comes into the story because every year in that region there is a fishing competition called the Bixby something. Like, you guys think I actually pay attention? It's the Bixby something.
Wiki, what's the Bixby? Bixby Black and Blue. World's biggest fishing tournament. Best teams in the world compete for millions of prizes.
It's for fishing blue marlin, and every year whoever gets the biggest blue marlin wins, like, we're talking like hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. This orphanage has an opportunity to actually join the competition, and local fishermen can join for free. Captain Wade wants to join, but he doesn't have any money left, and he's not a local fisherman. He spent all his money on like booze or something.
And in the best parties, I ain't got no money.
And so he actually agrees to pair up with the orphanage since he has the expertise, and the orphanage can join for free, and they team up to go out fishing for a blue marlin. Like, bruh.
Show them the scar.
Orale, we love scars.
All right, yeah. The big marlin. His bill went right through my calf right there. Almost took off my leg.
Well, I don't mean to be outdone by Captain Wade. I mean, I've got a couple scars of my own. I mean, my hand's slightly discolored if you look. So I'm cool like Captain Wade. Wait, what you... Give me into no, that's just what guys do, man. They brag about their scars. Come on. So basically, the rest of the movie is a building of the relationship of these characters, a transformation in the life of Captain Wade, and ultimately a miracle for this orphanage. And I'm not going to spill the entire storyline. It's powerful, predictable, yes. And that's one of the things I'm going to complain about in this movie. Very predictable, but powerful. It's going to make you cry your eyes out. Like... yeah, so let's talk about what I like and don't like about this movie. Honestly, I love the characters. I feel like everyone who was cast in this movie was absolutely perfect for the role. Like, I really only knew about Dennis Quaid and this dude, whoever he is, who ran the Bixby competition, because I saw him. And both of those characters were actually in the American Underdog movie. But the cast feels perfect. The acting is superb, and the characters in the movie are just so likable. The dialogue, like all the boys have just really witty dialogue. Like, they're rough around the edges. They're constantly insulting each other.
See, wait. He's like one of those goats that pass out when they get scared.
I ain't scared, idiota. I just don't want to stare at your ugly face all night.
But at the end of the day, there's such a spirit of family that you just feel pulled into them and you still love them as characters regardless. And then that's balanced off by characters like Omar and Captain Wade, who have really thought-provoking conversation. And what I also love about this movie is that it presents, actually, for a Netflix movie, this is shocking, presents a very good, excellent Christian worldview. And the message is spot on.
I was not expecting that.
Now, don't get me wrong, I know Netflix would never let Christians actually present a movie based on actual deep Christian topics. And so this movie definitely doesn't stare into any waters of anything particularly profound, but it deals with kind of surface cover Christian material. And I believe does a very accurate portrayal of different Christian values. And so it was presented in a very natural and organic way, in contrast to a lot of films presenting the message in a very heavy-handed, forceful way.
Not bad, kid.
I will also say it had very good cinematography. Like, there were a couple really creative scenes, mainly dealing with Omar's nightmares, because in the past he almost died while he was fishing, which is one of the powerful elements, because now he's going out fishing for Blue Merlin to save his orphanage. But there's a couple shots like where he has a nightmare, like he's in bed, and water rises up to like the level of his bed, which like the filmmaker side of me is like, I know, like it had to be hard to get a shot where you fill a whole room with water. And then there's a shot where a boat is tipping over, and the camera is like tipping over with the boat, and it's really cool. And then there's a shot where a boat is sinking into the water but vertically, and Omar's sitting in it perpendicular to the water. It's honestly, they had a couple shots where they really get to pull out some creative elements, and I think they did very well with that.
Incredible. You gotta have these, Jonah. I'll pay you the usual rate.
If you want the shots, I'll take the staff job. Double the money.
All in all, the film's a very kind of polished and almost Hollywood feel to it, but minus all the Hollywood grime that happens in so many movies. I think they did an excellent job in that regard. Now, as far as what I think they could have done better, now all in all, I think this was actually a very excellently done film. And I'm not gonna say there's anything profound that they have to change or it's just a horrible movie, but they could have done it a little bit better. And I think my biggest complaint is that the pacing of the movie after a certain point just begins to get monotonous and predictable. And it's not even a long movie, but there are some parts that just drag on. It just seem to drag on because the film uses the same locations over and over again. And when you're dealing with the fishing movie, maybe I'm the guy who's like just doesn't like fishing. I've only ever caught one fish in my life. Like, here's the picture. Like, that fish was too small to keep. So I feel like you can only make fishing so exciting. And when you're making a movie about it, you're bound to have a scene where there are a bunch of people in a boat and all they can do is talk to each other.
Jump in! Oh, I don't know how to swim! Just don't jump in! I didn't say it! You can't!
How do you have a boat full of people and only one of them knows how to swim? And so, considering the restraints that it had with the topic they chose, is they did very well with it, but I almost feel like they could have tried to shake up their story structure a little bit, because I feel like they stuck with a very safe story structure and a very typical story structure for a lot of faith-based films, and they did very well with it, but I would have liked to see them just shake it up even just a slight bit, so I could look at this film and say, that was original. I've never seen that before. But watching this film, I feel like I'd seen similar concepts in so many Christian films. Also, if you're a CHH fan, listen to a lot of Christian rap, then this is definitely the movie for you. There's a lot of Reach Records music in here from artists like the 116 Click, Lecrae, Gavi, What Up RG. I think there's 1K Few in there. There's like, I feel like there's around 6 Reach Records tracks in this movie. I was pretty disappointed that there is some profanity in this movie. I mean, for real though, why does there have to be so much beeping profanity in this movie? I'm seeing this more and more with some of these Christian films that are taking more of a Hollywood approach to them, and it's just the thing is it doesn't add anything to the movie. So it doesn't add any strong language, and most of it comes from Captain Wade, the crusty guy that he is, but they don't need it in the movie. And so there's profanities, there's some uses of God's name in vain. Honestly, I just wish they could do these movies without that, because it adds nothing to the movie. But all in all, I feel like it's a very well done movie. I think it maybe could have been slightly better, but in a nutshell, a very excellently done film. And Rotten Tomatoes like over 70% score, and that's unparalleled in a Christian film. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this is one of the most well-balanced and well-done Christian films I've seen in a while. Not perfect, but definitely enjoyable. I probably wouldn't watch it for enjoyment just because of the topic, and I'm not a big drama or fishing fan. And so some of you guys might enjoy it more than others. Anyway, take this review in mind. Glad you guys watched. Let me know if there's any other movies you'd like me to review. And with that, I'm out.